Hello, I would like to show you how you can create your own Azure VM managed disk on Brainboard. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is to create it from scratch. Then I'm going to select Azure as my cloud provider. For the first resource, I'm going to use a location. Then I will modify the resource name and East US will be fine for now. Then now I will include a resource group in the location. I will configure it. So here the resource name will be example. Because I already included the resource group in the location, it has already been pre-filled here, and the name I will modify it as well. Advanced configuration, we look at it. We don't need the tags, and here we are good to go. And now I can make these two resources bigger to include a VNet, so virtual network, directly in the resource group and in the location. So I will configure it. So the VNet, the name will be example. Address space will be here. As you can see, because I already included the VNet in the location, already been pre-filled here, and the same thing for resource group name. Then the name, I will say that it's this one. Advanced configuration, I look at it, is fine. We don't need the tags, and we are good to go. This one, I will say it's VNet. And I will make it bigger like that. And now I will include a subnet. So we look for subnet, is this one, and then I will include it in the VNet, resource group, and location. I will configure it. So the subnet would be resource name example. The name will be internal. The resource group name already been pre-filled, as well as the virtual network name. Then now, advanced configuration, I look at address prefix is this one. And we're good to go. Here, yes. This I will make it like that. I will say that it's subnet. And we're good here. Then now I will include a network interface. So I will look for network interface is this one, and I will include it directly in the subnet. Here I will modify it. So no network interface resource name will be this. Issue has already been pre-filled, as well as the resource group name. The name will be this one. IP configuration, the name will be here. Private IP allocation is this one. And subnet ID, I have it here. Then I look for advanced configuration. We don't need the tags. So this one I can delete, and this one as well. And we are good to go. As you can see, everything that I'm doing on my diagram will be automatically reflected on my code here. So now I can actually have a virtual machine. So virtual machine is this one. I will include it in the resource group, and I will configure it. So here The resource name will be example. Issue has already been pre-filled as well as resource group name. Then the name will be this one. Network interface IDs. So network interface IDs is this one. Then here the VM size is standard F2. Then caching is read write from image as create option. Then manage disk type is here. My OS is this one. Then now I go to advanced configuration, I look at this. We don't need the tags. And we are good to go. This one I will rename it as virtual as VM. Here I will include a connector, so we look if it's the same line is perfect. So we connector between this one, and the connector we call it example.id. Then now I have a VM data disk attachment is here. VM data disk attachment is here. The resource name is external. Then caching is read write. Then loon is here. Manage disk ID is this one. And then virtual machine is here. I look at advanced configuration. I need count, so I can write down count. And everything is perfect. So apply. This one I will rename it is VM data disk attachment. If I want, I can make it this bigger to have more space like that. Here it will be VM. Then now I create connector between, so I create connector here between this and this, and the connector I call it example.id. Then I need a manage disk. It's here in the resource group. So manage disk, it will be, this is external. Create option is empty. Issue has already been pre-filled as well as the resource group name. The name is var like that. Then here is standard LRS. Advanced configuration. Here is disk size GB is 10. I look at it. The tags, we don't need them. And here we have extra attributes count. So it's perfect. Now I can create the connector. So this one, it's managed disk. Here I create a connector between this one and this one, and the connector I call it as well as example ID. I modify the shape, it will be something like that. This one it's here. like that the visual is better, and then I will make it like this one as well, this related, so it's perfect. Now I can create the variables. So the variables here, prefix, here scope will be architecture, and here is a string. Here is default is Brainboard, and description is this one. Good. And then now I create location string, default East US. Here description Azure. Perfect. So now I created the variables. Here I can modify it, so it will be here. I modify it is variable var location. I check that here has been modified is var location, and now we will look at the deploy. Now to do the deploy, I either can do a pull request. So to do a pull request, you need to actually go to SSM credentials, put your credentials, then deploy settings, service, GitHub, Brainboard, save, and then you can directly do a pull request. So for example, use case create, it will generate the link to the PR. So I need to do an update, and I think you understood how you can do that. So confirm. Here is use case, and here are all the change files. Then now, if I want, I can simply do what I will do on Terraform, either a plan, apply, and destroy. I'm going to do a plan. Then Terraform init and the state lock. So like that, everything should be green, so it's working. Now, because Brainboard is a collaborative solution, so it will detect ongoing actions. You need to switch off the plan before you can do the apply, then apply, and you will be able to deploy it. Here, I'm going to create now, so you have the design and you have your code that has been generated, and then now I will create here, create the template, next, visibility, either organization or public, I will put as public, manage disk, next, close. Let's say now I want to go to Brainboard collaboration. I want to open this use case environment. Now I'm going to look for templates. It's Azure VM manage disk is this one. You have the diagram and you have the code here. And I hope this video has been useful for you. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Have a great day.